Welcome back to NCW Storm. I am your host, your general manager, your commentator for the evening, NeoXtreme, and we are coming to you live from Detroit, Michigan with the second part of this weather report. That's right, this storm is just getting started. And what do we have in the middle of the storm? We have the undisputed champion David Cassity challenging Evan Edwards for the NCW Hardcore Championship. Evan Edwards said he wanted a challenge and he's going to get one tonight in the form of the face of the NCW brand. But of course Evan Edwards did want something in return. But we'll get to that a little bit later tonight. But first, can David Cassity make history and become the first man not only to defeat Evan Edwards, but to hold two single championships at the exact same time? We're going to have to find out in our opening contest. But we continue on with this. We finally found ourselves a challenge, 3 challenges for the NCW 6-man tag team championships as they look to go to war with Unstable. We're talking about Carter James, Zach Smith, Michael Davids. They call themselves CZM. And it looks like they are looking to become the next 6-man tag team champions. But of course, can they stop Unstable at their own game? And next we got a rematch from NCW Unforgettable as Amber James once again looking to challenge Akira Valentine for the NCW Women's Championship. However, Amber James hasn't been able to defeat Akira Valentine. Not even in a tag match she was able to pin her, but Amber James seems to be the fresher of the two after that contest. Will things be the same? Or will we see a new women's champion by the end of tonight? And next we've got Raiden Hamilton looking to get back his United States title for a 3rd time against the reigning champion Corvo Jack. On episode 24, Raiden Hamilton defended his United States Championship in an open challenge. Corvo Jack not only accepted, but defeated Raiden Hamilton. But now Raiden Hamilton looking to throw the rulebook out the window in this one in a no disqualification match. Can he make it? 3-time United States Champion, or will the French main event retain that United States title? And next we've got Intercontinental Championship as we've got Eddie Knight taking on a member of Death Club, Tommy A. Hawkins. We've seen what Eddie Knight's willing to do as champion. We've seen what Tommy A. Hawkins is willing to do to become champion. But Tommy A. Hawkins will be alone tonight, going into perhaps the biggest challenge to date, and that challenge is the Intercontinental Champion, Mr. 5 Stars Eddie Knight. And next we move on to King of the Ring Championship action for the very first time. It will be defended as the champion Ken Phillips looking to overcome perhaps his biggest challenge to date, Lance Danielson. Lance Danielson, of course a member of World Elite, decided to leave Clark Oliver Morrison and Sean O'Connor backstage while he took care of business personally. After all, what kind of king would he be if he could not defeat Ken Phillips on his own, considering he, in that 8-man tag match, Lance Danielson defeated Ken Phillips. He was the one who got the pin on the champion. Can he do it tonight and become the 2nd ever King of the Ring champion? And in our main event, David Cassity had to pay to get his hands on that hardcore title. We don't know whether he's won it or not at this point, but if he hasn't won that hardcore title, then Evan Edwards has a huge opportunity to do what David Cassity couldn't do, and that has become the NCW Undisputed Hardcore Champion. That means the Undisputed title, the Hardcore title, both in his hands. Not to mention, in order to win both belts, he would remain undefeated. Can David Cassity stop Evan Edwards by the end of tonight from making history? Can Evan Edwards stop David Cassity from making history? We don't know. We could see a title switch. We could see No title switch, or we could see one of these two men walk out with both titles. We won't know until the main event. But either way, let's kick things off with the Hardcore Championship. No, I don't want to cash in the Money in the Bank. I mean, Money for Chaos. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the NCW Hardcore Championship. And here comes the challenger. Funny enough, he is also a champion. He is the champion. He is the undisputed champion, David Cassity, and what a war he had with Okada for that title. But now a new chapter emerges, a new challenger emerges. That challenger, Evan Edwards, looking to take what David Cassity has. David Cassity looking to take what Evan Edwards has. And both men want what each other has, because it is the hardcore icon versus the sensational... No, what do I call him? Not the sensational... I don't know. I call him something. But I do know what I do call him. I call him undefeated in singles matches. I call him the NCW Hardcore Champion, winning that title in his debut against El Texaco. He has run through challenge after challenge. Challenges like Dizzle B, Jeez, Will Ospreay, Roy Noland. Evan Edwards has ran through them all to hold on to that hardcore title, to prove that he is a champion in the making. And not just any champion, the champion, that he is going to be the next undisputed champion later tonight. But first, he has a goal. That goal is defend that hardcore title. And luckily for him, the rulebook is thrown out the window, but that also plays in the David Cassidy's rulebook. If Evan Edwards has to put his hardcore title on the line to get a shot at the undisputed title, I'm pretty sure either way he won't care, because he's going to use his hardcore title to send the message that he is the man who should be holding that title. But the challenger is the NCW undisputed champion, David Cassity. But David Cassity calls himself the hardcore icon. He says on his to-do list was to once again be hardcore champion. He has that opportunity tonight. But can he be the one to break the streak of Evan Edwards? I can't really call him the undisputed hardcore champion, because that would ruin the title of one of these two men if they were able to walk out with both titles. But he is the NCW hardcore champion, the Mexican sensation, Evan Edwards. Most people would do a champion versus champion match, or title for title, but no. This is NCW. If you want to prove that you're a champion, you got to not only defend your title, but you've also got to take the other man's title in two different matches on the same night. And here we go. Hardcore title on the line as we are in the middle of this storm. We've already seen one title change hands tonight. We've seen one title be defended. What will be the fate of the Hardcore Championship as we starting things off with a reversal for a reversal, but Evan Edwards getting the better of David Cassity. And here we go. Big leg drop there. Oh, but David Cassity going for that leg, and here he goes. Backbreaker. As he's heading up to the top rope. What is he thinking? David Cassity not known for his high-flying talent. But here he goes. Diving crossbody and got caught. Oh, and rammed right into that turnbuckle. Tossed into the ring. I mean, tossed into the middle of the ring, I should say. Oh, tries for a headbutt, eats a back elbow. David Cassity doesn't wear elbow pads, so that was just pure bone on skull. As David Cassity looking to go hardcore. What is he going to pull out? Looks like he has a good old trusty steel chair, but Evan Edwards there to stop him. And here we go, Irish whip. Snap German suplex. Look at that, Evan Edwards just showing off, standing one step above the champion as he kicks him away, making some distance. And now a beautiful blockbuster from the second rope. As he goes for the cover, but only a 1 count. And now Evan Edwards has that chair in hand. Oh, and a steel chair shot right to the skull. As Evan Edwards tossing the chair out of the ring and now showboating for the crowd. But David Cassity able to stop Evan Edwards' momentum as he brings him down with a snap man, now looking to twist ahead. Looking to crank that neck. But Evan Edwards, big shoulder barge. Oh, and that big palm strike. That could be the knockout shot for David Cassity. Kick to the head. Cassity still alive. Cassity boot incoming, but no. The hardcore champion saw it coming and Cassity goes down. With that, I guess, a flatliner jawbreaker of sorts. Here we go, kick to the body. The hardcore champion looking for a straight jacket neck breaker. And now leaving a ring, looking, where is he going? Looking perhaps for a weapon. Well, oh, got the kendo stick, a nice choice. As David Cassity trying to get back to his feet. Oh, and another shot to the head. Big swing there by Evan Edwards, has Cassity in the corner now. Looking for a snap kick. Or a springboard kick from the corner. And Evan Edwards is asking, is this the best that the undisputed champion has to offer? Oh, and another palm strike, and David Cassity goes down. He goes, tries for a snapmare. The champ pushing him away. Hooks the head. Looking for a neck breaker, but no, Evan Edwards able to push him away. Oh, and a big, kind of like a jawbreaker or a face buster on the knee. But either way, Evan Edwards now looking for a kneeling under double underhook face buster. But here we go, looking to give the champion the silent treatment, and that could be it. Evan Edwards could remain hardcore champion. Here we go, 1, 2, 3, no. David Cassity able to kick out at the last second. Evan Edwards thought he had the match won. They're looking to go outside the ring now. Begging David Cassity to get up. There he goes. Not sure what he hit there, but effective enough. Anything between a Hurricanrana attempt and a friggin' Insiguri. But David Cassity now. Oh, gets the jaw jacked yet again. Evan Edwards is reading him like a book. As David Cassity showing a little bit of frustration there, but it may have cost him. And now once again, the anger of the champion getting the silent treatment from the hardcore champion, and that could be it. David Cassity could lose himself a hardcore championship opportunity, but no, still able to fight on. Evan Edwards thought that was a 3 count, but no. Well, look at this. Evan Edwards wondering if this is really a challenge, as he is dominating the undisputed champion. There he goes. Oh, and again Evan Edwards sees everything. David Cassity is plotting, and a big wind-up elbow to the back of the head. At this point in time, Evan Edwards could use this match to hurt David Cassity for the main event. And here we go, Evan Edwards picking David Cassity up, but the undisputed champion able to fight him off. But oh, Evan Edwards still going to town here. Forearm to the face. That could have done some damage. 1, 2. No, David Cassity just getting the shoulder up, and Evan Edwards is not happy. Thought he had this one. Oh, and another palm strike, and David Cassity goes down once again. But Evan Edwards didn't go for the cover. He's looking to hurt David Cassity. And there we go. Once again, Evan Edwards with the counter. It's like he's read the manual on David Cassity. Snapmare takedown. Now looking to rake the eyes. Oh, and a reverse DDT slam. And David Cassity in trouble once more. About to get the silent treatment. And that could be it. Evan Edwards looking to retain. 1, 2. No, David Cassity again kicking out. This is what the hardcore title means for David Cassity. Here we go, across the ring. Evan Edwards looking for a deadly nightshade. And this is just being a one-sided match. But David Cassity refusing to give up. Oh, and there's a Cassity boot. After all this time, he finally connects with the jaw of Evan Edwards. But Evan Edwards able to kick out at 2. David Cassity thought he had the match won. He's taken 3 silent treatments, but he continues to scream, "I will be hardcore champion." And now looking to end Evan Edwards with the same way he ended Okada, with the Cassity Crusher. And that could be it. David Cassity about to make history. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, Evan Edwards now able to kick out. That was that David Cassidy's last gasp. As he makes the roll to the outside of the ring, Evan Edwards is down. As he grabs out a sledgehammer. Oh, tries for a shot to the midsection, but Evan Edwards able to hit him with that drop toe hold. Oh, and another palm strike. Evan Edwards is just reading David Cassity like a book, and here he goes. Snapmare to the... like a snapmare neckbreaker. Either way, here we go for the 4th time. The silent treatment, and that could be the one to finally put David Cassity down for the 3 count. 1, 2. No! This is why David Cassity is the undisputed champion. He will not give up. As David Cassity makes the roll away, walks straight into the grasp of Evan Edwards, and a snapmare takedown. There we go, back elbow. Evan Edwards busted open. David Cassity looks like it, kind of a reverse Cassity Crusher. We've used that in the past, as Evan Edwards has to roll out of the ring. And David Cassity now has him in the form of a fall-away slam into the ring apron. And now looking to go to town with a steel chair. And back into the ring we go. David Cassity looking ahead, top rope. But for what reason? Cassidy's not a flyer, but looking to fly tonight with a diving crossbody. 1, 2, 3, no! So close. David Cassity nearly had Evan Edwards' Hardcore Championship. And here we go, snapmare takedown. Look at that. Keeping him grounded, but Evan Edwards back to his feet. Big body shot there. And now Irish whip into the corner. But David Cassity saw him coming, leg trip. Turns it into a single leg Boston Crab. Will Evan Edwards tap out? No. Able to kick David Cassity away. Back elbow. David Cassity float over DDT. But this could be the end of the reign, the end of the streak of Evan Edwards. As David Cassity looking to put him away once and for all with the Cassity Crusher for a second time, and that could be it. Will David Cassity make history? Will he become the undisputed hardcore champion? And no, Evan Edwards able to kick out. This has been one hell of a match. This is what you'd expect out of the hardcore icon and the Mexican sensation. Big kick to the knee there. Oh, and a palm strike. David Cassity never saw it coming. Evan Edwards put him down. And here we go. Jaw breaker. Evan Edwards looking to roll him over. 1, 2, 3. It looks like David Cassity ran out of gas. But these two men put on one hell of a match. They had to leave something for the main event, as these two men absolutely destroyed each other in the process. Look at this swing and neck breaker. The silent treatment. As history was not made at this point in time, but two things remain. Evan Edwards, hardcore champion still, and Evan Edwards still undefeated in single matches. This man doesn't know what it's like to be pinned. This man doesn't know what it's like to be submitted. But he needs to be stapled up and repaired for tonight's main event. But we also know one fact, that he had a victory over the undisputed champion. If he scores another one, he will walk out with both championships. Can he do that in our main event for the undisputed title? We'll have to find out. Here we go. The NCW 6-Man Tag Team Championship Open Challenge. However, if you want to challenge for these 6-man tag team titles, you have to step into the environment known as the Unstable Asylum. That means you got to go to war with these men in a 6-man tag team war. That means there is no tagging. There is nothing but punishment. And if you are eliminated, then your team will suffer the consequences. As a ton of people have come across these three monsters. You got Spike Masters, definitely a monster. The Murder Clown. You got Drew Kennedy, the Pyromancer. Nah, I wouldn't call him a Pyromancer. A Pyromaniac. And then you got the Madman, the leader, the Psycho with the plan, Tyson Steele. And they are unstable, but they have been the only 6-man tag team champions. Will we see that change tonight as they got Spike Masters up on a forefront, up on the front defense. But here comes CZM. You got Michael David in the middle. You got Zach Smith in the red and black, and you got Carter James in the other set of black and white. As they are walking together with a purpose, they want those 6-man tag team championships, and they want them tonight. They've been waiting for an opportunity. They saw how this team has run through everyone from Death Club to the Kings of Darkness. But now it is finally time for the new generation to step up. It's time for CZM to step up. Fucking Carter, Michael, Zach, can they do it? Can they be the ones to end the reign of Unstable as 6-man tag team champions? We're about to find out. Here we go. They are ready to go. This is about to get interesting. Oh, a Spike Masters going right after Carter James. Zach Smith going after Tyson Steele. And Michael David going after Drew Kennedy. As Carter James is grounded Spike Masters. Here he goes. Standing moonsault. But this is just the start of the action, and it's going to get interesting when we see eliminations as Zach Smith nails the DDT on Tyson Steele. Drew Kennedy looking to show the power off to Michael. And Spike Masters is overpowering, destroying Carter James. Michael David looks like the only one out of CZM in control here. Taking down Drew Kennedy with that knee buster across the face as he's looking to head top rope. Oh, and Tyson Steele there to stop him, sending him crashing into the ground. As Zach Smith already on the outside as Spike Masters just stomped Carter James into the ground. Big knee from Tyson Steele in a clothesline, and there goes Carter James as Zach Smith now re-enters the match. And here he goes. Spike Masters brings him down with that back suplex. Drew Kennedy has Michael Smith ramming him into the turnbuckle. Michael David. Tyson Steele saw Carter James coming, makes him pay with a German suplex into a dragon suplex. And now into a straight jacket German as Zach Smith stopped Tyson Steele there, gave him a shot to the head, but Tyson Steele just put him to sleep. And now Spike Masters continuing the domination as Zach Smith once again on the outside of the ring as Michael David trying to get away from Spike Masters, but that's not happening. Spike Masters has him in the corner now and just ramming his head into the turnbuckle. Carter James, the only man standing for CZM. They know the full power. They are learning the full power of Unstable tonight. Look at the Spike Masters once again going after Zach Smith. They call him Wacky Zach, but you can't get any wackier than Spike Masters as he nails that merry-go-round. Uranagi side slam. Oh, it looks like Drew Kennedy was taken out of the match. Oh, well, that works. Take out the ref. Look at that power overhead belly to belly from Michael David. And Spike Masters now out of the match. But Drew Kennedy back in, going after Michael David. Irish whip now into the corner. But CZM, they have the 2-3 advantage as Drew Kennedy smashing Michael David's face into that top turnbuckle. And Tyson Steele looking for a neck breaker, but Zach Smith there to stop him. Oh, and a vicious neck breaker. Michael David just getting thrown from orbit, and Drew Kennedy taking out Zach Smith. pulling him off that. And this has just been a war. Oh, and there's that spike spear out of nowhere. But Zack Smith able to break it up, able to stop one of his teammates from being eliminated here. As he now has Spike Masters on the ropes. Here he goes, full head of steam. Tiger feint kick. But Spike Masters back to his feet. And now DDT from Zack Smith. Looking to pin Spike Masters, but no, there's a burning spine buster from Drew Kennedy. A big face buster to Tyson Steele, and now looking for a standing Spanish fly by the wacky one. Lariat takes out Tyson Steele, but Drew Kennedy there to save the big monster clown. As Drew Kennedy now looking to take Zack Smith out, who's sitting on the top rope in the land of danger. And here he goes, superplex. And Zack Smith straight back to his feet. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, rolling facebuster. Spike Masters now getting a piece of it. That turnbuckle. And Tyson Steele jacks the jaw. There he goes, looking for a knee across the side of the head. Tyson Steele on his own as CZM conquers the ring. But Drew Kennedy, Spike Masters rising from the dead. And finally Carter James wakes the fuck up. And looking to take the advantage. Oh, looking for a crucifix. What is he doing? He's just rolling Spike Masters around. But there's a crucifix. But Spike Masters easily able to kick out. Big European uppercut by Tyson Steele. Here we go, Michael David looking brainbuster. Will that be enough to take out Drew Kennedy? There we go, reverse DDT. Big elbow. Oh, there goes Tyson Steele getting dumped over the top rope. Oh my god! Spike Masters just threw Zack Smith over the top rope to the floor below with that overhead belly-to-belly suplex. What a crazy monster that is. But now we got Drew Kennedy versus Michael David in the ring, and no we don't. He ran away. Looking to go after Tyson Steele here on the outside. Oh, and into the barricade. Spike Masters. And this has just exploded. Look at this, looking big boot to the side of the head. Drew Kennedy, Tyson Steele dominating Carter James as Michael David finds himself back to his feet. Zack Smith also in the ring alongside. Oh no, there's that unstable knee strike. Oh, but Zack Smith there to break it up. There we go, heading top rope. Big knee to the back of the head of Michael. No, to oh yeah, it was Michael David who took the knee strike to the back of the head. Carter James, what's he thinking here? Kill switch. But doesn't go for the pinfall. But Spike Masters staring down Zack Smith. Drew Kennedy, big knee to take it. Oh, Spike Masters looking for the merry-go-round, but it was put on hold. Drew Kennedy, oh, taken out of the mix. Spike Masters busted wide open off that headbutt. There he goes, looking once again to bring him down. As Zack Smith just getting overpowered. Oh, there's another kill switch, this time to Tyson Steele. And Spike Masters looking to split Zack Smith in half with a spike spear, but no DDT. Carter James was looking for a bicycle knee strike, but here we go, looking for the unstable knee strike. Or the Madman knee strike, I should say. Oh, and there goes Michael David a 3-2 advantage to Unstable, as the last two remaining is Zach Smith and KotR James on Team ZCM. But Unstable has all three of their monsters. And this is just going to be an uphill battle for the challenges, as you see KotR James just getting ambushed by all three of them. And here we go, burning spine buster. As Zach Smith recovering on the outside, his teammate is being destroyed as Spike Masters goes for the cover. And here comes Zach Smith looking for the save. But he just ran right into the lion's den, or I should say the unstable asylum, as he's about to get hit with 1,000 spikes. The bit of 1,000 spikes. And here we go, flame bomb. And the spear of Spike able to be countered. Oh, but KotR James, he has this opportunity. He does not want to let it go. As Zach Smith trying to keep Drew Kennedy away from destroying KotR James, but it looks like he just made a target out of himself, but able to survive. As Tyson Steele looking to fly, or looking to run, and collide with the head of KotR James. Zach Smith being dominated by Spike and Drew to do anything, and now it's just Zach Smith on his own against all three members of Unstable, and this is their game plan: divide, conquer, destroy. And now Drew Kennedy wants to put Zach Smith away here, as Zach Smith able to fight back for a little bit. Oh, and a little bit of a miscommunication there between Spike and Tyson, as Drew Kennedy goes for the cover, but no. This is a battle, this is a war, and this is a battle and this is something that ZCM kind of came in a little unprepared. Yes, you can defeat any of these men in 2-on-2 tag matches or 1-on-1 matches, but when you put these three men in the ring together, they are just a force that cannot be stopped. As Spike Masters destroying Zach Smith, and look at this, Spike Tyson, they're standing back and letting Drew Kennedy finish him off with the flame bomb. And Tyson Steele looking to pick up the final pin, but no, Zach Smith will not die. But this is just a foregone conclusion. Oh, and there's a Spike spear, and that could be it. Zach Smith trying to fight back here, and he's about to get hit with that madman knee strike. Tyson Steele goes in for the pin, but due to technicality, able to kick out. Oh no. Looking to get up, and here we go, cutthroat slam, and that has got to be the end. That's got to be the nail in the coffin, but no, Zach Smith able to fight out of it, able to kick out. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and even though it's going to come at his life, he is fighting back, and Drew Kennedy took that boot to the face. And are we seeing a glimpse of hope from Zach Smith? Oh, tried for a super kick, got caught, knee to the side of the head. And now Tyson Steele just going to town, just pummeling the face of Zach Smith, as Drew Kennedy back in the ring. And that could be it. Zach Smith could be out like a light. But Tyson Steele, for some weird reason, got off the pinfall, as Zach Smith continuing to fight back here. There you go. an Argentina rib breaker. There we go. Spike Master's looking to snap him in half with that Irish Curse backbreaker. I mean, they don't even have to do this amount of damage. They are just picking this poor child apart. This is what happens when you openly challenge Unstable to their match. You get destroyed, and the referee just needs to count it. Ignore the rope break, just count the match and end the misery. As Unstable, another clean sweep. If you challenge Unstable, you best put your life on the line. Because if you don't win, you're not going to like what happens when you lose. And that is why they are the longest reigning champions in NCW history. Everyone who steps up to Unstable, they walk into the Unstable Asylum and they are never seen again the same as what they were going in. Can anyone survive these three men and take those six-man tag team titles? Who can do it? Well, we'll have to find out at some point in the near future. But either way, we continue on with our great action. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the NCW Women's Championship. Here comes the number one contender for the women's title, a former women's champion, the Deadly Rose, Amber James, and she is looking to do what she could not do at NCW Unforgettable, and that is defeat Akira Valentine and become a two-time NCW Women's Champion. Last time Amber James became Women's Champion, she won a ladder match. This time, she earned it by being the last woman standing in an 8-woman elimination match to become number one contender one more time, but this could be her last opportunity at becoming Women's Champion, as she has to defeat Akira Valentine this time, or she may not get an opportunity to make history by becoming a women's champion yet again. But last time she was oh so close to defeating Akira Valentine, to dethroning the Platinum Princess, but once that Platinum lock was locked in for a second time, she had no choice but to tap out. And here we go, we got Akira Valentine, the NCW Women's Champion. Everyone who has stepped up to her has fallen. Those names being Ellie Hartman and Amber James. Yeah, no, not much, right? But either way, Akira Valentine, if she holds on to that women's title, she has the mother of Russia waiting for her at NCW Revolution. But tonight, it's not about Selina Sokolov, it's about Amber James, and if she thinks too far ahead, she may not get to that point for that women's title. But she knows she's beaten her once, she can do it again. After all, this is a woman who continues to get better and better as time goes on. At one point, she lost to Ellie Hartman when she challenged for the women's title the first time. But when she became number one contender yet again, she defeated Ellie Hartman to take that women's title, and ever since, Ellie Hartman has not been able to defeat her. So what happens when someone who was better than her lost to her, to Akira Valentine being better than the person that she's currently re-challenging? Who knows? But either way, Amber James, this is her final opportunity, at least for the foreseeable future. Can't look at that. Look at that look of focus in her eye. She is dead set, ready to become women's champion again, but there's one hell of a roadblock standing in front of her. The woman at the top of the food chain. She is the princess, the Platinum Princess, and the NCW Women's Champion, Akira Valentine. This is make it or break it time for Amber James. Will the thorns of the deadly rose bloom once more? Or will the Platinum Princess reign supreme and continue holding her crown? Wait, what did I say? The Platinum Queen? No, the Platinum Princess. But either way, here we go. Women's title match begins as Akira Valentine Irish whip over the top rope and Amber James spills to the floor on the outside. Looks like Akira Valentine looking to destroy Amber James on the outside. Oh, and a big stomp to the midsection. And here we go, Irish whip into the barricade. Oh, and face first into the barricade. Akira Valentine not even sharing the ring with Amber James right now. She is just dominating her on the outside, but here we go, back in the ring. That's the only place you can win this match is by pinfall or submission, but Amber James fighting back with a forearm. Amber James now looking for a knee strike across the side of the head. And now Irish whip, the Platinum Princess takes a drop kick to the knee. And those are some deadly heels that you're going to take in the shin. Or in the knee, whatever hit her. But this is not wise of the challenger to showboat when you've got a huge opportunity staring you in the face. You have an opportunity to win the women's title for a second time in your career. But, oh, Akira Valentine with that elbow strike to the chest as she dropped Amber James to the ground below. And here we go, Irish whip now off the ropes and a big drop kick to the face, but only one of the boots connected. And here we go, jacks the jaw. Down goes Amber James, holding her high. But the women's champion, big splash from the second rope, goes in for the cover. One. Ooh, only a 1 count. Amber James able to kick out. Snaps the arm over the shoulder. Amber James now looking German suplex, looking for the bridging pin, but not even a 1 count. As the Platinum Princess able to kick out, the Deadly Thorn continuing her attack. I mean the Deadly Rose, I mean. Ugh. But here we go. Amber James looking to fly rolling senton over the top rope. And now looking to scoop her up onto the shoulder. Looking to drop her on the top rope, throat first. There's Amber James, quick stomp there. But Akira Valentine able to stop Amber James's momentum there. And here we go, Irish whip now into the corner. We're going to set her up top rope. What does Akira Valentine have in mind? She's looking superplex. Oh, and what an impact as Akira Valentine goes for the cover. 2. Amber James able to kick out, keeping her title opportunity alive here tonight. But here we go, back into the corner. Could Akira Valentine be thinking perhaps another superplex? No, this time throws her to the ground, looking for the split-legged moonsault. And that could be it, but no. Akira Valentine was looking perhaps for the platinum lock. Well, look at this. Looking to snap the arms of Amber James, but Amber James able to fight back to a vertical base. Big elbow strike to the midsection. And here we go, kick to the gut. Looking for the Amber Thorns, and that could be it. But too close to the ropes, that could be a mistake, but Amber James looking to take the women's title. 1, 2, 3, and Amber James picking up the victory, becoming the new NCW Women's Champion at NCW Storm. I don't know what it was, but perhaps Akira Valentine knew what loomed in the darkness, what loomed around the corner, and that is Selina Sokolov. She'd rather just let Amber James take that beating, but that beating also comes at the cost of the NCW Women's Championship, as Amber James now has the title for a second time in her career. I bet she would have loved to challenge her friend Cynthia Moore for that title, but no, Cynthia Moore was unable to become #1 contender. But now she has a target on her back. Will it be? She has the Platinum Princess return match, and she has the Mother of Russia waiting for her at NCW Revolution.